Hey guys, I just finished my 30-day no spend challenge because I wanted to answer one question. Is it actually possible to live on $1,000 per month in 2024? And for context, I live in the city where my cost of living is 16% higher than the national average. So it's not like I'm living in a really cheap area. And I do have some really good things going for me. I have a couple roommates, I don't have any debt, and I work from home, all which are really good advantages. So I want to go over my week by week expenses and share what I learned with you. But first, I want to share with you how I actually started this challenge by accident. I didn't know these no spend challenges were actually a thing. And what happened is I follow a lot of people online that talk about investing, and there's always someone in the comments that say it's impossible to save $500 a month or even $100 per month. And I don't think that's true for most people. I think for most people, there's somewhere in their budget that they can save money and save a few $100s per month. So I just kind of wanted to test this for myself. And I said, is it possible for me to live on minimum wage and save money at the same time? So that's what the challenge started off as. And for context, minimum wage is $7.50, and the typical working hours per month is about 174, so that comes out to $1,300 per month. So my strategy going into this challenge was pretty simple. So basically, I wanted to spend as least money as possible without sacrificing my health or doing anything stupid. I would still pay all my bills and still try to eat healthy like I normally would. Another thing too is I actually started this challenge a few days into the month already, so it's not like I tried to cheat and buy a few things I needed ahead of time. And this was like a total random month that I picked. So the first week was pretty simple. I had my gym membership and I did some grocery shopping, and I quickly learned that instead of buying pre-made food, I could just buy some simple ingredients and make stuff myself. So I ended up buying like a 5-pound bag of potatoes and getting addicted to French fries. I still ended up buying more expensive items like grass-fed beef and cage-free eggs because I do care about animal welfare. But because I was shopping at Aldi's, they weren't that much more expensive. Another thing I learned is that impulse buying is a real thing, and I actually looked up some statistics, and 39% of impulse buying actually happens when we're laying down in bed. And this is because we're tired and we don't care about anything, and it's much more easier to buy things. And this has actually happened to me before. I was on Facebook and I saw some hammock chairs that were a really good deal, and it actually turned out to be a scam. However, there have been really good impulse buys I have bought before. I bought these hooks that hang over your door, and they were complete game changers. The second week, I paid for gas and more groceries, and I also found out I had a Babbel subscription I was paying for every 6 months. So looking at my credit card statement every month really helped me, and I quickly canceled this. I also got a $25 tip for helping someone out with their website, which is really nice. Another thing I learned this week is to avoid impulse buying. Just like don't go into the store or avoid certain aisles or avoid certain websites. And that makes avoiding shopping much easier. Week 3, I paid for more gas, and I went to Staples to print some papers because I don't own a printer. I think they're scams. And I also paid for more groceries. One thing I learned this week is instead of buying fresh vegetables, I could just buy frozen and stick them in the freezer. And this is because sometimes I buy fresh food and I put them in the fridge and I just forget about them. So it's wasting food, but if I put it in the freezer and forget about it, I can still use it anytime. Week 4 was also pretty good. I had a $10 gift card someone sent me for helping them out. I'm also part of the Facebook bonus program, so Facebook sent me $24. I had a birthday gift for $50, more groceries, and at the end of the month, the cash back was about $12.87. And for this week, I tried experimenting with my crock pot. So I bought some beans, some vegetables, potatoes, and beef. And I just made this really big stew for like $7 that lasted me all week. So now we can add up all the totals. Groceries was about $162. Gas was about $71. Non-essential items like my gym, Babbel membership, and birthday gift was $130. And if you include all my other bills, it came out just a hair over $1,000. Certain things like my phone bill and car insurance I do pay up front, so it will vary month to month. For this month, I was able to live on minimum wage, but I was not able to hit my $1,000 per month goal. And I know month to month it will change all the time. So for certain months, I might need new brakes for my car, which could be several $100s. So for someone living on minimum wage all the time, this would be much more difficult. In such situations, having a $1,000 emergency fund to cover unexpected expenses would really help. And for this person, increasing your income will help a lot. This means getting a raise, a second job, or working more hours. Overall, I do have mixed feelings about this challenge. On one hand, I did learn to save even more money than what I was already saving. But on the other hand, it kind of put me in a scarcity mindset, and not being able to spend money just made life less enjoyable, like not going out to eat or date night or things like that. So definitely money does make life a lot easier. So if you guys want to know more spending tips, check out this new video.